Hello and welcome to the RattleMind podcast. I'm Rye, and joining me today is my fantabulously amazing and one of my best friends, my co-host,
Pinchy.
And we have a surprise guest who also is one of my best friends and is amazing and fantabulous and all the good adjectives.
List them all.
My brain just farted and I couldn't think of any more. I mean, I literally had to duplicate yours because I couldn't think of any more adjectives out of my head. But our guest is our good friend, one of my best friends, obviously, Mist.
Well, and mine too. You could have said our. Okay. I don't know why you hesitated.
Well, you call her your sister, so
I love Mist.
This is the thing.
Exactly.
So that's a step above best friend. You know, that's a familial bond of friendship, and that's a level I haven't achieved yet.
I'm shareable, so.
Well, you heard the lady. I guess I have to share.
Well, then he also has to share those, so.
Yeah, this is true. Not that he ever had a choice.
True enough.
All right. So, let's lead off with one that I find so humorous. Twitter is dead. Long live X.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. But here's the funny thing, and this is probably what I'm going to name the podcast. I can do this now because this is going to be funny. I have connected the threads about the truths of your exes.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
In the words of Detective Lassiter from Psych, I just heard a cricket fart in China.
Like, so many jokes can be made about this rebranding to X, the everything app. It's like,
yeah.
Did they think they were competing with Facebook going meta? Like,
well, Elon Musk is obsessed with the letter X for some reason. You know, SpaceX. He has tons of X's. I mean, and then, no, but the fun thing is now you can say, I'm following Henry Cavill. He's got some nice X's.
So Twitter had tweets. X has X's?
Yes.
Is that the literal new terminology?
Pretty much, yeah. That's the only way you can do it.
Wow. Okay, then.
So...
Yeah, it's like I took with Rye earlier. Like being in a conversation and it just playing on your phone and, oh, wait a second, I'm just going to check my exes.
Yeah. We sound more stalkery than ever now.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yes, here is the layout of X. And as you can see, the RattleMind Studios follows Crunchyroll Viz and, cats and stuff. Dogs.
Oh, the puppy.
Yep, this is our entire, the entire company follows thing is just anime, cats, and dogs.
Can't go wrong, in my opinion.
Exactly. But yeah, why would you... Everyone's going to sound like a stalker if they think about it. I gotta stop these movies from playing, or things from playing.
I mean, do you think people really will stop calling them tweets, though?
Oh no, it'll take a long time before something like that actually happens.
I don't think anyone will stop calling it tweets.
Yeah, it's gonna be called Twitter forever. I mean, the URL is still twitter.com, but if you do x.com, it still redirects to Twitter. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, if you just do theletterx.com, it redirects to Twitter.
That's funny.
But yeah, he started this whole X thing back with when they were starting PayPal, because the original, I guess, code name for PayPal was X. So X.com originally was the site for PayPal, and then they switched it to PayPal.
Huh.
I could be completely wrong because I only heard this once off of some podcast somewhere that that's what happened. Oh, hold on.
Oh, all right. And then our host died. Please don't die. I was kidding.
No, I'm good. I just I have sinus issues, so I took a deep breath through my nose and a booger just shot to the back of my throat.
Ugh.
Oh, that hurt.
Anywho.
Exactly. Thank you for the too much information.
Oh.
All right. Oh.
Now that I want to go hawk a loogie.
Oh man. Me and my niece were just going at it the other day about all the jokes you can make about the whole X thing. I mean, we were going for like 20 minutes going back and forth just making up things like my brain is not going to think of them now that I have to. Oh, brain.
Yeah, mine doesn't work enough to remember, so.
All right. Yeah. I can't think of the jokes. They were hilarious. We were laughing for 20 minutes straight, just going back and forth. I purposely wanted to actually talk about this just so I could make those jokes and they leave my head because I'm trying to record the podcast.
Don't worry, you'll think of them.
Exactly.
Hours after the podcast ends.
Probably.
Yep. Just walking down the street talking to your friends. Yeah, I saw your ex the other day. Fire! Like, it's so terrible because, an ex is, an ex relationship. So why would everyone interprets X that way? So terrible branding.
Most of us does.
Yeah. I mean, then again, there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? Like, this
True.
is marketing genius if you think about it.
Yeah, everyone is talking about it. Everyone's making jokes about it. So it is
True
good
enough.
things, at least in the sense of marketing. Though the whole no press is a bad press thing doesn't 100% hold up. So, but then again, that's with every type of saying. All right.
There's an exception to every rule.
Exactly.
And so, even the exception to every rule. I'm sure there's an exception.
There's no exception for this rule. Rule 34 is a must.
Yep. Pretty much. Is a must is a fact of life.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Let's switch to the next topic, which is Hollywood decides...
Rule 34.
Rule 34. Yes, that's the topic of the day. Oh, that's another thing. What are your videos going to be called on Elon Musk's new platform? X videos?
What were they called before?
They were just called Twitter videos. But, so, yeah, X video, that's a porn site.
Yeah, but it's my brain also thinks it's like here's that thought crossed my mind. Okay, I'm not totally oblivious, but my brain was like, that kind of sounds like it like was a video, but it's not anymore. It's an X video, and now it's just like
Yeah. Like, I think
it's not a video anymore. It's a series of millions of pictures put together.
yeah, the first few things
Yeah.
about because I went on to Twitter right as I heard the news about them changing it to X, and it was like, this is so funny. Most of it was X video was trending, so it was like, yeah, everyone was tweeting, yep. Now we got some more X videos. You know, Elon Musk is going to get in trouble for trademark infringement there.
I mean, X video is just what, you know, it's going to be called. It's not like the official, like, copyrighted name of the videos, you know?
Right. But, you know.
It's like a YouTube video. It's a video on YouTube. It's not like the official name of the video, you know?
Yeah, but you're going to have people who are going to be stupid and they're going to type in their browser X videos and, you know, they're going to end up at porn site.
Did people used to search up just Twitter videos?
Probably.
Have they heard of TikTok? What's the point? Like, that's weird. I don't know.
It's all weird. We're in the age of internet.
If X video hoping to get Twitter videos, then, you know, they deserve what they see after that, okay?
Yeah, well, this is probably going to be like small children who don't think about it, and
well,
that's the worry. Okay. Let's move to the next topic. We shall talk about Hollywood's Blacklist. I had already pulled it up the screen, so you already know it.
The anticipation is killing me.
It is. I wanted to talk about it.
Dead at it. Tell me.
The cute anime girl was winking at me. What do I do?
Oh, yeah, I guess that too.
All right. But basically, what's happening is that somewhere in the article, it's a small article. Very used disclaimer. Obviously, oh, it's just the video. But basically, what's happening is that social media influencers, if they do anything with a Hollywood studio, they will be blacklisted from ever working with SAG, and they will be kicked out of the guild.
Oh. Well, then Markiplier's fine then.
Yeah, for the
He's
most
not
part.
doing anything with a Hollywood studio.
Well, technically, YouTube Premium or whatever they're called, the special YouTube videos that are made for the platform, those videos, if he were to edit and promote something like that where the platform is involved, could be considered working with a Hollywood studio.
Oh, he said he wanted it to go to theaters.
Okay, and even at that, if he's making a movie like that, he's technically, if he releases it and he's in it, he can actually get blacklisted by the way, whatever articles this is. I think this is the right article. Can get blacklisted by SAG-AFTRA for being part of a event with the studios.
But it's totally self-funded. How is that associated with the studios?
These are the weird things, you know. I don't know. You're probably right. Is that because it's self-funded, they probably won't have an issue with it. But with the way they were talking and this is not the right article. The way they were talking about it in the article.
My life is a lie.
It is. It's always a lie. As it is, I am just here talking to myself, doing voices.
Well, didn't we establish a long time ago that I'm just your alter ego?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but basically, you will be blacklisted if you go to a premiere or act with, in, or do anything with a mainstream studio. Gosh, the burps are back. But yeah, if
Not
you
us
were
waiting for Rye to get the gas out of his system.
exactly, well, the problem is, I know I harp on this a lot. Um, Soy actually causes issues with gas.
Huh.
So if I eat too much soy, I will burp a lot.
Why'd you eat so much soy, right? Like,
Well, soy is in bread. Soy is in pie,
mhm.
obviously, because that's what I ate before we started this.
Literally right before we started this, yeah.
Um, what else is? It's more of an
Impeccable
issue.
timing.
Yeah, it's more of an issue of trying to find something that doesn't have soy in it.
This is true. It is everywhere.
It's in um, conditioner for hair.
Wow.
I can't use conditioner for my hair because it's got soy in it.
There has to be brands that don't use it. There has to be.
There are a few, but they're kind
What
of
benefit does it
expensive.
offer hair?
They use soy protein, so what it is that the soy protein is supposed to help strengthen and revitalize your hair.
Oh, there's plenty of things that do that shit.
Yeah, but
It's
I don't
probably
really.
like the bottled honeybee farts or something, you know? Like they just get more and more creative with these ingredients, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, the soy was actually making me have breakouts on my scalp and drying
Yee.
out my scalp. So that's
There's
fun.
only one brand I cannot use, and that's Pantene Provine, and it makes my scalp itch like crazy. And I've heard, like, I've told this to people before, where they're like, "Oh yeah, that's super common with them. Like, there's just something in their shampoo that like irritates a lot of people's scalps." So
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I know it's not soy. I'm not allergic to soy. So.
Ugh. Yeah. Food allergies suck.
Mm. Are you allergic to anything, Mist?
From what my mom used to say, I'm supposedly, allegedly allergic to kiwi. Apparently, my tongue
Oh.
swelled up a bit.
My
That's
friend in real life, Sammy, is highly allergic to kiwi. I went to grab them a drink. I asked them what they want, and they were like, "I want this, but make sure it doesn't have kiwi in it." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And they were just like, "Yep, allergic." I was like, "That sucks." Kiwi's freaking
Yeah.
delicious.
yeah.
Like, as a
Yeah, I used to
standalone,
eat.
as a flavor, all the above.
Yeah, I used to eat a lot of kiwi as a kid, so probably she saw it then.
Huh. Well,
But
it didn't
I
kill you.
mean, well, thank God, nah,
All
no.
right.
Wouldn't have met you guys if that were to happen. But other than that, I'm not sure what
I don't have
I'd
any
be allergic
food
to.
allergies that I know about, which is good because I was obsessed with peanut butter as a kid. I probably would have killed my dumb ass eating all the peanut butter. Um, I'm allergic to penicillin and sulfa, some very handy dandy medications I'll never be able to take.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's hope I don't need them, but you know.
Well, sulfa has been changed out for a lot of things because um, it's a very old medication, so they've got
Yeah,
newer types.
it's ingrained in my brain.
Yeah.
I write it down just in case.
For some reason, every time I hear sulfa, I think of an episode of MASH where Hot Lips and Hawkeye are doing inventory in the hospital, and for some reason, or yeah, Hawkeye starts to say, "Where's the sulfa? Where's the sulfa?" And then Hot Lips just randomly throws out between the end tables. It's like, what? The sofa. It's between the end tables.
The sofa. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead, though. Sorry.
But yeah, that just pops into my head every time I hear sofa.
Sofa.
The
That's
jokes.
great. MASH is such a good show.
Yes. I mean, I have the whole series in box set. So,
Nice.
of course, I got the fancy box set that, has the clipboard and then the behind the scenes book and
Unfortunately, I wouldn't call MASH bingeable. I would probably pass out long before
oh yeah.
my third back-to-back episode, But I still love and appreciate it so much that I would eventually get through it all. I just wouldn't be able to watch 50 episodes in a sitting like I
Right.
can other shows.
Well,
So.
it doesn't help that when you would watch TV, your cue to go growing up, this is what would happen to me. I'd be sitting with my dad in the living room or whatever, and we'd be
Mhm.
watching Late Show or whatever.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, you'd start to hear the MASH theme. Oh, it's time for bed.
Oh, that's cruel.
Yeah, well, it just ingrains you. So it's you because MASH was on everywhere all the time, but
Don't let me stop you. I'm just
no, I like the MASH
trying to
theme
see if I
song.
can remember. I just thought you could use little background music.
But yeah, so it was like, yep, it's midnight now, and MASH is coming on at 1 in the morning, so go to bed. Oh,
Nah, I remember my dad back when I was probably a kid, I guess, and my dad loved this show, but he would have to go to bed, and my grandpa, he lived with his parents at the time, and my grandpa, he would stay up and watch that. But I say stay up loosely because he would sit in his chair until he fall asleep, but he'd leave the TV on. He was
Right.
one of those guys. But I would stay up and watch it because, I was with my dad every other weekend, and it was a weekend, so I didn't have to wake up the next day or anything.
Yep, I had the exact same issue.
Right. So I could stay up and I could watch it if I wanted to. So I just kind of watched it with my grandpa if he was awake during MASH. And what's funny is too, as a kid, I always we we did those little paper foldy things that you put on your fingers. No. That's something else. That was something we did. But what I'm thinking of is, okay, if you've never done this before or have never heard of it before, this is going to sound really weird. But when we were kids, on a piece of paper, we could predict your future. It was incredible, right?
Yeah.
As a kid, we definitely could predict your future. The first question that we asked you was mash or marsh.
Okay.
And I don't know why. I don't know. Don't ask me why. Okay, just don't ask questions. We don't question the cosmos. But here's the thing. Oh yeah, that's right. Before you get to that point, you're asked a bajillion other questions, like pick 3 numbers, right? Pick 3 boys you like. Pick, we would write it all down on the paper, and on the top we'd tell you to pick mash or marsh, and then you would pick, and if you picked whichever one you picked, you wrote it on top, and then I can't remember how. Oh god, it's been so long. I can't remember how I got the number. maybe they picked a number or something, and you would count, and you would go down the list and you would count everything, right? And the one you landed on, like if you picked 5 and you go down the list of everything you wrote down, you cross that off, right? And there's usually like 3 things in each section, and the 3 numbers you picked were usually like the number of kids you were going to have.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like if you picked 3, 17, and 152, and 2 of the 3 are eliminated eventually, then you cross off the 2 and you circle the winner, and then you stop counting that, you know. You no longer have to count it. So like then you eventually get through every section, and then eventually in every section you're left with 1, and that was your future. Mash or Marsh was the type of house you were gonna live in. It was mansion, apartment, ranch, what was S? Shack, and house, I think, were your options. But like you counted when you picked a number, like it, like whatever number, those letters, you count the letters. So like M would be 1, A is 2, S is 3, H is 4, and you would eventually eliminate all but 1 letter, and that was the house you were gonna live in. So and every time we played that game, I actually thought of the show MASH because it was Mash or Marsh, Oh my gosh, if anyone else did this as a kid, please comment below. Tell me I'm not the only one that remembers this weird crap. We were all little Nostradamuses.
Everyone was weird when they were young.
Hmm.
Yeah, truth be told, in one way or another, we all were. One way.
Did you have any so did you grow up in Norway, or because you lived somewhere else at some point in your life, right?
Between 99, either from 99 or 2000, most likely to 2001 probably, because I lived in Sweden for 5 years, and that was
Right.
up until 2006. But other than that, Norway.
So
So
where would you say you grew up and went to school at? I'm guessing mostly Norway, right?
mostly Norway.
Yeah. Do you have any memories of little games you'd play with your friends? Even from Sweden too, either one.
Honestly, I had more friends in Sweden, but I was and am, ask right, bookworm.
Oh, no, that's totally relatable. That's what I was by the time I got older and into junior high and high school. I spent the vast majority of my free time in the library. I got to know my librarian very well. Mrs. Wasty, she was awesome.
Yeah, every recess, library, every
Aw.
week, I brought books home, and by the end of the week, if not all of the books, most of the books were returned. So
Aw.
I've been a bookworm since forever, more or less my whole life.
See, I wish
So,
I still was one, but I feel like I kind of grew up and changed hobbies. I love books still, don't get me wrong, but I haven't actually sat down and read one in what feels like forever, you know?
I read every now and then. If I'm not reading, God forbid I'm in a game that someone got me to play.
I can think of a couple people that you might be talking
Yeah,
about.
yes, so can I. Yep. two of them being you two.
Hey now, I am nowhere remotely as bad as Rye and Rosie are, and you know it.
Well,
Yeah.
Rosie got me into the horror.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Rosie's
yeah.
whole goal is to get everyone to be scared to Carnation.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but she definitely succeeded with me.
Yeah, yeah, talking about Rosie, like I told Rye before the podcast, in Devour, on the last map, I'm not allowed to die. I'm supposed to take and throw everyone in front of me. Because I'm not allowed to get knocked out or die.
What? You're supposed to use everyone as your meat shield.
Yup.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's always fun playing with Rosie because you always get these weird rules that she comes up with.
That's
So
fantastic.
it's almost like you're playing a YouTube video challenge. Here, we are playing space engineers and we can't use our jetpacks.
Oh god.
Oh, what? Playing horror game, you cannot die.
Yeah, but there is a
Dang.
reason for it. The last time, well, in the end, both Rosie and Cloud ended up just getting knocked out just to get it over with. So yeah, I'm not allowed to die.
Yeah, I think
So yeah.
last time you guys played Devour, I had hurt my back and I just could not sit in the.
Yeah,
Mm.
you were sick in some way or another.
Which
That you
usually happens.
couldn't.
I don't know why. It's. I used to pride myself. I only get sick twice a year, in January and then early fall. Now it's like I woke up. I'm sick now.
It's probably because of your sinus issues, though.
Probably.
For real, for real.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not allowed to be bait on the slaughterhouse map.
Ugh. Which I still want to play horror games, but I want Rosie to be watching me so I can hear her scream whenever something happens. I think it's the best content out there is Rosie screaming.
You have not
Yay!
lived until you heard a Rosie scream.
No, you have not. Unless it's me getting down in the mines on Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Though right now I do think I have a bigger problem than the mines though. I don't want to go into the mutant layer. I really don't. I had enough of bugs in the mines. Thank you very much.
Oh, but they haven't had enough of you.
Apparently, thank the wizard. I could strangle him. Like, if you want that dark amulet so much, go and get it yourself.
That is my biggest gripe about video games. Why don't you get up off your butt and go get it yourself? Why do I have to do it?
Games are starting to
Exactly.
like catch on to that like gripe though, like because
Right.
if you read the dialogue, which is I know is rare and it's very hard to do, but if you read the dialogue, they have started to put in like I do it, but I have to stay and watch over my sick grandma or something. Like they've been getting clever about it and putting in excuses, but like uh it's still kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Video games. The fetch quest, always the annoying quest.
Mm.
I think in the new Final Fantasy game, there's a semi-fetch quest where, and this is in the first beginning of the game where the someone is trying to rebuild part of the base area, and he asks the main character, to go get some wood. It's like just across the room, and this guy won't walk over there and get it. And so, really?
Yeah, well, I can't say talking about Final Fantasy. I can't say anything because I have never played that game. Honestly.
Yeah. I've really
Me
lost.
either, but that's still really funny.
Yeah, I've really lost interest in the Final Fantasy games. 15 is what killed it for me. I tried to play it, but it felt like playing an MMO, only you knew there was nothing there for no one to interact with aside from the NPCs. So I think the last time we had a podcast, I talked about how I liked MMOs for a while because, I liked the option of talking to people,
Right.
but I usually don't talk to people.
Right.
But if I'm playing a game and it feels like an MMO, I'm like, I lost my entire reason for playing this game was that I could laugh at other people talking in the general chat. It had nothing to do with me and not say anything. But now it's hop in the car, drive for an hour and a half, and still not find what you're looking for. If I wanted that, I'd just go up to the city. I mean, I literally have to drive an hour and a half to get there. I do not want daily life simulator. Oh, but you know what? We've been going at this for half an hour, a little bit more. So we will call it a quit for the podcast here. Sorry that I just could not think of the jokes about X. I mean, there's so many X's out there and just not enough time. So,
Well, true enough.
Thank you so much for watching or listening or whatever it is that you do. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and follow whatever your platform does.
And thank you so much, Sissy, for joining us. That's so exciting.
Yes, thank you immensely.
My pleasure.
Yay.
All right.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.